Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Burrow's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This is McCaffrey on the give. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
First carry now for David Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give. This is Montgomery. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the 49er first down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Wilson. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Go the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow from his own end zone. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Snags it for the pick.
And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Wilson's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down, San Francisco.
Play action. Now Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
It's Wilson. That's caught by Galladay.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
7 yards, the pickup there.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
They go play action now. Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Running left, Montgomery. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Montgomery looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They try again with Montgomery. And this time he is in.
Yes.
David Montgomery, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Buying time to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 15 of the year and second of the game. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 12. 11. Hey, look, we're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Let's go.
Now it's Burrow. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10.
Watch the out. 12. I got 15. Wild Bill. Watch 15. Mike 15. You bet.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Better. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Go. Mike, 54.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here pulled in by Galladay. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Mike 15.
Burrow will throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 11. Watch 15. Watch 15. Mike 15. 12. I can't believe they even let you out.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking downfield for Jones. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Desmond Trufant. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
40. Check 31. Check 31.
Now Montgomery trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now it's Wilson. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. He got 29 yards that time.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On third and goal, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Burrow on play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow airing this one out for Evans. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Cardinals are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. They find some open field here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, 49ers. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Burrow now off the bootleg. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cards have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. Thomas brings it in. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Throwing is Wilson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Cardinals are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Evans. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. David Montgomery punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. You ain't doing nothing today. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. We go. Mike 14.
Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. To throw, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. Man open, here is Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, check Mike 21. 11. You ain't going nowhere.
Throwing, Burrow. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And this is caught by Evans. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where